Good morning. Welcome to our worship service today. We're so grateful that you could join us for our service for June 18th. And happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. May this just be a blessed day as we remember those who made an impact upon our lives. We're so grateful that you joined us together in worship today as we think about and reflect upon the various things that Scripture has to tell us. Today, as we begin, just a couple brief announcements. Remember that we continue to collect information materials for Operation Christmas Child. Let me get it right. That we're still collecting materials for that. We're also collecting stuff for kids during the summer for the food pantry. So things like macaroni and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, different things like that would be good for them while the kids are at home. As we've said before, often some of the kids that particularly get food from the food pantry, their best meals come during the school year when they're eating at school. And so this is an opportunity to provide and care for them. So keep in mind both of those ministry opportunities. Remember that I will be out of town the next 2 weeks, so there will be no virtual services. Jan Buchanan will be preaching in my stead, which I greatly appreciate. And thank you for all those who are helping to make that possible. But that will be until we get back. We'll be back for the second Sunday in July. And when I get back, I'd like to begin to look at what our options are for building a group. I've got a couple volunteers already for building a group to do the idea of doing messy church, of doing something for people who aren't as comfortable or unavailable on Sunday mornings. So those are a couple things to keep in prayer, continue to keep in mind as we go forward. Today in our message, we're going to talk about a man that many of you probably, if you grew up in Sunday school, know about. Short little Zacchaeus. You know the song, Zacchaeus was a wee little man, and a wee little man was Zacchaeus, who climbed the tree. And I want to talk about what drove this man to humiliate himself for the sake of seeing Jesus. That will be our reflections today as I continue also to talk about some of the kids that I've worked with, some of the issues that they've struggled with, and how these biblical characters connect with the people I've worked with, but also with many of the people that we're going to encounter in our daily lives. Our first song is Great Is Thy Faithfulness.